Make sure you guys get your 5 stocks from Moo. Link down below. Deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. It's literally free money. Again, link down below. Get your money, guys. And now let's break down the market, some stocks, charts, earnings, and what I'm looking to do in these crazy markets. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into the video. So it's currently about 2:10 p.m. on the East Coast, and the markets are looking freaking horrible. The S&P's down 1.8%. We have the Russell and the Dow down about 2% each, and we have the Nasdaq down 1.6%, as we have the VIX up over 16%, and the metals are on an absolute tear. Gold is up 2.2%. We have silver up 4.5%. So what I'm noticing here is obviously a lot of fear, a lot of volatility. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that. And what I'm also noticing is SPY, which you guys can see right here on the 20-day 1-hour chart, seems to be dumping under the moving averages, and we clearly failed breaking 440, and it looks like the downtrend is continuing. Look at this, guys. The downtrend is clearly continuing. We got hit at a lower high at about 438, 440. Now we're on our way, it seems like, potentially to another lower low. Maybe we're going down to test the lows from 2 days ago, being around 426. If that point breaks, which, mind you, now we're at 428, we probably will break 426. If 426 and 423 break, we might be going down to 410, which was the low point from about a week ago, a couple of days ago, when we got very oversold. So this seems to it played out, exactly as we discussed, right? We got very oversold. We called out the relief rally, and I mentioned to you guys, if we don't break 440 and 445, we are likely to continue this sell-off. And that's what seems like is happening right now by the looks of this 20-day 1-hour chart. So watch out for more selling when it comes to SPY, and literally everything I just said applies to Triple Q as well. Well, I guess the only main difference is the fact that Triple Q isn't under the 180 moving average quite yet on the 20-day chart. Like SPY is under both of the moving averages. Triple Q is only under one of the moving averages, but the second it breaks under, let's say 340, it might be in a straight up free fall mode where it could start going 333, 330, and if that were to break, we're pretty close to those lows from a couple of days ago. That is where this could be going. Those lows being around $317, $320 a share for Triple Q. So what you have to realize is the downtrend is continuing. By the looks of it, this rally that we saw ended up being a bull trap. So let's see what ends up happening for the rest of the day today. Obviously, there's a lot going on with Russia, Ukraine, the Fed meetings in about 16, well, I guess exactly 15, 16 days from now. So that's creeping up. It's getting here, guys. It's right around the corner. So these markets are pretty antsy, pretty uncertain, and that's why we're seeing this crazy volatility. Metals are up, and what did I say, guys? What did I say? Did I not say gold is going to 2,000 an ounce? And I'm not for sure saying it's going to happen tomorrow or the next day, but I said in 2022, at some point, my prediction was 2,000 plus an ounce, and now that I'm looking at it, it got to 1976 about a week ago. Now we're at 1940. The trend is very bullish. I think this is going to continue ripping to the upside, especially with the geopolitical tensions we're seeing, and they're likely going to continue here over the next couple of weeks. So drop me a comment. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Smash the like button while you're at it if you are finding value in this video, and make sure to join my Patreon. At least try it out, check it out, and consider it. It's linked down below. It's the beginning of the month. Now is the best time to sign up and give it a shot. If you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, Discord access, and more access to me throughout the day, all of that's on Patreon, link down below, or you can go to StockSurfFest.com/Patreon to try it out. Again, let me know if you have any questions, try it out, and let's talk about some stocks now. Let's talk about some stocks. Number one is Crowdstrike, ticker symbol CRWD. Let's pop it up and see what's going on. Crowdstrike is up 2.7% today in the midst of the, volatility and all of the selling that we're seeing. And the funny thing is, I have a good amount of stocks on my watch list that are green today, despite the fact that the markets are getting destroyed. And now that I'm thinking about it or looking here, is Crowdstrike even on my watch list? I don't think it is. Let me add it really quickly. So Crowdstrike is up 2.7% today, and what we're noticing on this 4-hour chart is the fact that, number one, we're breaking out of these moving averages. It looks like we double bottom. That's number two. It looks like we double bottomed at about 160, followed by this breakout. And if you guys take a look, this thing has been downtrending since the middle of November. I mean, for a good 2-3 months, it went from about 270, 280 down to about 150, lost about 50% of its value, a little bit less than 50%. And again, now we're double bottoming and breaking out of these moving averages, heading into earnings, which are in about 8 days on the 9th of March. Well, I guess exactly 8 days. So this looks pretty good. I think it's ripping. Well, it is ripping. I don't think it is. It is ripping. And it seems like this momentum, especially now that we're trading at a multi-week high and we're above the highs from earlier in January, which were $200. Now we broke those highs. It looks like this momentum could continue. The next resistance that I'm seeing on this 4-hour chart is right around 215, which is where we struggled all of December heading into early January. So now that we're at 200, we're breaking out. 215 could be next, and if 215 breaks, I mean, there's really no resistance till about 230, 235 at that point in time. So Crowdstrike looks really good here, and you all can see on the hour, or rather the yearly chart, or maybe not on the yearly, on the 3-year chart, you guys can see we're simply holding the uptrending channel here as we sold off about 40-50%. Now we're bouncing back to the upside. We're holding this channel. We're breaking out. I think this momentum could continue on Crowdstrike. Another one that is ripping today, guys. Take a look at this. It's Target, ticker symbol TGT. This is up over 10% on the day, and they reported earnings this morning. They did $3.19 EPS versus $2.86 estimated. They beat EPS, but they missed revenue. Revenue came in at $31 billion versus $31.41 billion estimated, so they missed revenue. And you may be asking yourself, why is the stock up over 10%? If they missed revenue? Well, number one, they beat EPS by a huge margin, as we already discussed. And on top of that, they're planning to open 30 new stores, complete 200 remodels, and 5 sortation centers in 2022. So they're expanding, guys. They're remodeling. They're expanding. And they saw Q4 same-store sales up about 9% in Q4 versus the 10.2 estimate. So that's a bit under the estimate, but still pretty respectable. 9% same-store sales. With that, I mean, in my opinion, that's pretty solid. And they raised their guidance for the long term. Starting in full year 23, they expect high single-digit growth in adjusted EPS and mid-single-digit growth in revenue. So that earnings report, and mind you guys, take a look at this chart. That earnings report shocked the stock because it was a little bit better than expected, and the stock was already pricing in, I think it really was pricing in a lot of negative news. If you take a look here, this went from 274 down to 180, which was a drop of 30% in just a couple of months. And you guys have to realize Target is not some fly-by-night, unprofitable tech stock. This is a blue-chip company, and for a blue-chip company to fall 30% in a couple of months, I mean, for this stock to have gone lower, they would have to reported, their earnings would have to been horrible for the stock to go down even more. So the fact that they reported pretty solid earnings, nice upbeat guidance, that shocked the stock. It's ripping up 11%. It's as simple as that. And now we're trading above both moving averages. It looks like the downtrend for now is broken. And who knows, maybe this momentum could take us now towards the mid 200s, 230, 240, 250. That is where this could end up going. So that's Target. Shout out to Target, guys. Nice move there. Dwack is another one that's moving. Today it's up 2%. It is up about $2 a share. And what we're noticing is it is testing the resistance of this ascending triangle on the 4-hour chart, which is right around 93 to about 95 bucks. You guys can see that's where we struggled all of this year pretty much, once, twice, and now it's the third time. And we did see that one-off rip to about 140, which we've talked about. That's when the app, which is called, I think, Truth Social, I showed you guys I was on the wait list, and let me actually check that again. Am I still on this wait list? I don't even know. I haven't checked it since that last video. Oh, now it says... yeah, I'm still on the wait list, number 507,000. But overall, this SPAC is taking Truth Social public, right? And it's up about 2% today, like I said, and we got that one-off spike when this app launched. And now it looks like it wants to break out again. If it takes out 95, 100 bucks a share, this could end up gaining momentum in a major way to the point where 110, 120, 130, that's where it could be going. So watch out for Dwack. And let's talk about oil. Oil is up a ridiculous amount today, up 8%, and just hit a high of $106 a barrel. And another thing I was saying months ago, guys, same thing with gold. Not to toot my own horn, but I've been saying crude oil, 80 a barrel, it happened. 90 a barrel, it happened. I said over 100 a barrel. Now look at it. It's over 100 a barrel. So this is ripping like no other. And one thing worth mentioning is, although I did set these price targets, and we've hit all of them at this point. Again, not to toot my own horn. One thing worth mentioning is it is a bit overbought now, so be careful. It's not going to go in a straight line to 110, 120, 130 now. It's probably going to pull back, and if I had to guess, it's probably going to come back under 100 a barrel momentarily, maybe mid-90s, high 90s, as a pullback before ripping above 100 a barrel again. So keep that in mind. I mean, geez, guys, oil's up 7.5%. Just today. We have XLE up a good chunk. Well, it was up even more. Now it's up 0.3%. It's up over 70 bucks a share here. It's breaking out of the wedge, which is great. Occidental Petroleum is ripping like no other. This thing's up 7% today. We have CVX. Chevron is up 3%. Let's see some of these other ones. BP. Wow, BP's actually down. This one looks interesting, guys, actually, now that I'm looking at it. BP looks to be heading towards the bottom of this channel here, so watch out for that sell-off on BP. We have Exxon Mobil up about 0.7%, looking to break out. So these stocks are looking very bullish. Oil's ripping, and I feel like this is going to continue, guys. I really do, over the next couple of weeks / months. So overall, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. And again, feel free to join my Patreon. That's linked down below. And make sure to get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. It's free money. All you have to do is use my link, deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Again, free money, link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.